trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots.
Don't make mistakes here. We just have happy accidents.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
Things look bad. It looks like you're not gonna make it. And you gotta get mean. I mean plumb mad dog mean. Because if you lose your head and you give up, then you neither live nor win. That's just the way it is.
Your assignment tonight is strategic. You can't give the enemy a break. Send them to hell.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Welcome to VP4TV. Tonight it's Friday Night 9-Ball with 9-Ball. Don't forget to hit that like button and bell for notifications.
Well, good evening, everybody. We're back for Friday Night 9-Ball. Welcome to VP4TV. Welcome to Chimpy. Looks as if we're going to have a quick one tonight. We've only got 30 people in the lobby. Well, 31 it's going up to. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Let's have a quick look and a quick refresh. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in. Let's do a quick scroll up. Now, the big thing over the weekend is the hot seat match that we've got on Sunday afternoon at 2 PM. I'll be there for that. Steve says he'll be there, so it'll be 9 AM his time. And Spectre Don looking to get to, I don't know whether he's been to a final yet before, but certainly he's looking to get to a final. The thing is that all the remaining players are all former champions of one kind or another, including Vince says. So Spectre Don, his day of destiny is on Sunday. We'll see what happens with that one. We've also got the sign-ups have been open for a few days now for the Honolulu tournament. I think the last time I checked there was 6 in. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 in, so there's still loads of room for people to get round to getting into that as well. Let me go back to the Friday night 9. I think there's another one in now. I think many's that? Many's left. Got 3 seats left. Well, it won't probably be full. So welcome to Bedhead, Semi-Pro, Coldest Pillow. What the hell is this guy talking about? I mean, you've got to laugh. He says, when I get rich, I will invest money on e-pool like VP4. I'll put some money for bigger tournaments like World Championships. Maybe 10,000 euros would be nice for a... This is a guy talking who can't afford $10 to become a bloody fully registered online member. I don't know if it's enough to attract more players to this sport. Maybe 20,000. I said I'd set my ambitions a bit lower than that by getting $10 together and register as a full online player. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where people get ideas from. Anyway, I was asking the other day there who that guy was, and I've totally forgotten his name. I was looking at his profile. He was in a tournament the other day, and he seems to have played. He's been registered since 2012, which raised my suspicions. Not this guy. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about a guy that was in a tournament the other day. Yesterday, was it? And having been around as long as that, and I've never seen him, that tends to suggest to me that this is somebody who has just changed their name. Maybe recently, I don't know. His match history has all the same name, so he's done enough matches to cover up his trail in terms of having changed his name. I'm not sure if it was Mr. Fox or not. I'm not sure, but I can't remember his name. Anyway, we're about a minute away from the top of the hour. And of course, Spectre Don is defending his title yet again. He won it last week. So we'll see how that goes in the defence of his title. The other news, of course, is this is Larry's first Friday night 9-ball with his new gaming trackball mouse that he'd been waiting and getting delivered. So we'll see if that makes any difference to him. The brackets are now up. There's going to be buys, obviously. And we'll have a look and see what the main event will be here. We've got Semi-Pro and Wink at Me. That might be the match we'll go into. Wink at Me's getting the last 2. Bankster with a buy. Hotman and Coldest Pillow. Pi and Jezdev. Stefan with a buy. El Matador against Tommy. John Boo against Spectre Don, and Larry with a bye. So it looks there like Larry's going to be maybe testing his new trackball mouse, possibly I say possibly against Spectre Dawn. John Boo getting the 6 ball can be dangerous though. So I think we're going to get into this semi-pro wink at me match. That sounds like a good bet. Let's get in there. And we're waiting both players arriving. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, I don't know what prompted this guy to start typing stuff when he's not even a bloody registered player. He can't afford $10 to be a player. What the hell's he setting his ambitions so high for? And why is nobody want to get into this room? That's another question. Well, semi-pros arrived. Yeah, Bucky, that's the one. That's the one I was trying to think about. Bucky, who the hell's this Bucky guy? I've never seen the name before. So, semi-pro, the blue screen of death, that's not good. Mind you, had a Windows update yesterday as well, I think. No, get there sooner than that, Coldest Pillow. You get Q2, or I start to panic. He's been around since 2012, but I've not seen him regularly in the lobby. So I've looked and seen that he's been playing some matches late at night. That tends to be a habit that Mr. Fox has as well, doesn't it? Welcome to Mark. So I'm a bit late, but let's see if we can get it to work. Let's see if we can get it to work. Where is it?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Right, semi-pros won the lag. Wink at me's getting last two. Well, who is he then if I've never seen him before? Tell me that. Why is it he's been around since 2012 and the first time I seen him was yesterday? You know, come on. That's strange, isn't it? Very strange. He's definitely somebody that's changed his name, I'm telling you that. My old nose is twitching. So don't forget as well, we've got, is it week 5 tomorrow? Week 5, I think, of the 9-ball league. The VP4 Tactical Geniuses have got Larry and Bill and Coldest Pillow lined up for tomorrow. Well, next time you see him, whenever that might be, ask him who he was before he was Bucky, because I don't believe he was Bucky since 2012. That's when he registered the game. But he's a shooters player, yet he's got an account that goes back to 2012. No, you don't have to pay to change your name. You just send a request to super admin support, I should say. Although, I just can't understand why people change their names. So semi-pro, off and running after having won the lag. No, the admin has to open up your account so that you can change your name. Wanna bet what? pay money to change your bloody name. That would stop people changing. Well, that's one thing. It would stop people changing their name. Now, $1,000 V to change your name. Yeah, you can go. You can go in and edit your name, but it doesn't stay there all the time. No, it doesn't. I'm sure that when you leave VP4 and you come back in, it goes back to your default name. So the 5-ball locked up. Yeah, that I think that was it. Simon, who was it that showed me about doing that in the editor thing, and it didn't. It doesn't stay permanent. Well, that's what he didn't want to do. That's a big mistake. There was actually kicking at that where he was going to end up breaking out the 5-ball. That's a fatal mistake. That and the fact that he scratched. Yeah, why doesn't Vinces change his name back to Vinces? That's what I'm wondering. But it's on a video on YouTube. Right. Well, I'll go and change my name to Tactical Genius and see how long that stays. If I can find a video, that is. So, 2-0 to semi-pro. I heard the ball going in. Probably the 1 ball. Cutting the 2 into the side. And he's going to be bumping possibly the 7 and then the 3. But he's trying to avoid that, I think. Oh, he's going up top to avoid that. Now, this is a wee bit tricky. But if you can get through the ball here and on that 5, so if he's just going back to the rail, is he? Slight angle's going slightly the wrong way, but it should be alright. And then through and up into the table for the 6, so not looking good here for Wink at Me. No, I've got very simple taste. My coffee comes out of a tin into a cup with milk and sugar. Check out the free game posted on Discord. It must be a great game if it's posted on Discord. Oh, by the way, anybody who has Steam can download No Man's Sky and play it for free for a couple of days, I think, if you want to try it out. the update that they did yesterday. The Omega update, part of the Omega update is that I think you've got the weekend to play No Man's Sky and try it out. I never started any talk about food. I don't use Steam funds at all. Well, what's the game called, Chimpy? Aye, that's the first Dakar rally. Aye, it was shite, by the way. That's the first Dakar rally. There's the follow-up game, which was a lot better, but the first Dakar rally shite. I guarantee you get lost in that game. I did when I tried it out. The navigation thing in it's bloody. It makes you go do lally. Oh, so it's 2022, so it's a newer version of it then. Yeah, I think the original version, there was an original Dakar rally that came out a number of years ago, and I tried that, and I get totally bloody lost. I'm glad I never bought it. That's what I do nowadays. I just get them off the back of a lorry, try them out, and if I like the game, then I'll buy it. Well, semi-pro 3-0 up, looking to head to 4-0 up. Is Wink at Me going to get a rack on the board here? Yeah, I've never had a problem getting them off. No, Pit Girl's the best one to get them off of. I've never had any problem with a game from there. Never had a problem. Well, this looks as it's got the beginnings of a bloodbath here for Wink at Me. Another ball in the break. A shot in the one into the side. A little bump off the 3 ball should leave the 2 into the other side. And now can he use that 4 ball to do something similar just to get a better angle in the 3? Yes, he can. Well, no, it's Gran Turismo 7, not Gran Turismo 8. I've got my fingers crossed for Gran Turismo 7 coming to the PC. And then I can get back into kart racing. That's one thing you'd need to do is 2 or 3 of us to get Gran Turismo 7 on the PC and then have some racing. Proper kart racing. There's more fun and enjoyment in that than there is in cars, I'll tell you. Part of the fact I'm shit in cars. Well, I don't think Wink at Me has had a sniff since he had that kick shot in the first rack. I don't think he's been at the table. He's getting blown away here. But then again, when he played that kick shot in the first place, when he could have played a jump, I think, the fatal mistake was hitting it so hard that he broke out the 5-ball. And now you can see how severe the punishment can be when you do something daft like Winketme just did in the first rack. Now this is going to be tricky. Is he trying to dink this into the side and still get out for the 6? That is very, very tight. Or is he going down the rail? Yeah. So I'll be finished work early on Sunday. I got my shift shortened on Sunday because my shift was down to 2 o'clock. And I said, that's no good. I've got something that's cropped up. And now I finish at 12:30. I should be home for about 1 o'clock. I'll have a quick coffee and a snack, whatever it might be. And then I'll be here for the match. So here we go. Winketme finally gets a second visit to the table. And he will be off the mark. Big hot seat match on Sunday. Vince says against Spectre Dawn in the 10-ball World Championship. 2 o'clock in the afternoon GMT, 9 AM Eastern. Steve said he'll be there. So Winketme's got a rack in the board. He's got a ball in the break. He's going to have to jump the 3-ball. But if he can get this 1-ball in, the 2-ball having gone, and if the cue ball can stay handy, he might have a chance here. Well, he's got the first part right, and he's not bad in the 3-ball. Just a slightly wrong angle that's a bit worrying for the side pocket, but he's okay. And he should have rack number 2 in the board. Where's this going to go wrong? This is going to leave him a slightly longer 8-ball. But it shouldn't be any issue, as long as he doesn't scratch in the right-hand side pocket. Right, Mark, are you there? And anybody else of a certain age? Oh, it's the cue ball. Oh dear. Well, that's the second scratch by Winketme, and that might be his final scratch. Mark didn't last long in the stream. I noticed that LS3 signed up for a snooker tournament yesterday, but the snooker tournament didn't go ahead. So maybe she's trying to get back into some match play. But I think it did go ahead because she was the only one that signed up. And I think semi-pro, he's okay. He can get enough of the 3-ball. But because of where he finished on it, he's going to have to bank the 4. Although I don't like the line of that 4-ball. Yeah. It was never, it actually wasn't a great bank. Now, Wink at Me is going to have, he's going to have to duck behind that 9-ball. I don't know whether it's wise to try and put a lot of left English in this. I'd be going behind the 9 and around and out. And as long as I don't hook myself and scratch like that, I'd have been okay. Third scratch. Well, the only main cowboy tournament I see that's on too late at night. Managed to get a couple of game of cowboy doubles in my days off there early in the morning this week. That's the first time I'd played cowboy doubles for, well, quite a while. There's been nobody around early in the morning. So semi-pro, one away, try break, push out for Wink at Me. A shorter version of cowboy. Well, Spectre Dawn's off and running already. 7-3 win. And that would be classed as a terrible push out by Wink at Me. Left the cut in the 1 for semi-pro. No, it takes far too long when you're crap at it. Mark, I have a question for you. I was watching, I was online at the TPT, you know that channel 82 that shows all the old stuff? I was watching Jack Hargreaves. You know who Jack Hargreaves is, him that used to do, he was on How, and he used to do that programme from Southern Television. They're showing it on that, what is it, Channel 82, I can't remember the channel. Yeah, but he did that other thing about sort of country life and country pursuits, you know, fishing and all that sort of stuff. And Toby's gone through as well. 7 racks to 4 against El Matador. But you know what else I was watching on it? I was watching an episode of Wurzel Gummidge from 1980. It was Wurzel's trial. Yeah, something T. What the hell's it called? They show a lot of old films and a lot of old stuff, and they do the Saturday morning miners stuff, which brings back memories. Watching, you know, Robin Hood and all of that stuff. But anyway, I've got a question for you. Who played Mrs. Bloomsbury Barton in Wurzel Gummidge, Mark, without using Google? Mrs. Bloomsbury Barton. Who played Mrs. Bloomsbury Barton? Now you know that Una Stubbs played Aunt Sally. Who played Mrs. Bloomsbury Barton? You give up? Joan Sims out the Carry On films. Well, a comfortable win there for semi-pro. Wink at Me, I had about 3 or 4 scratches there. Coldest pillow. has gone through comfortably as well against Popman. I think that's Popman's first Friday night 9 ball for a long while. Right, let's have a quick look and see how the bracket's doing. We'll need to have a look at Larry and see how he's doing with his new trackball mouse. Semi-pro through to round 2, so he's up against Bankster, who's getting the 8 ball. Coldest Pillow is waiting on the winner of Pie and Jesdev, and Jesdev's 5-1 up there. Larry and Spectre Don are just getting underway, so we're going to head into that match. Well, Jeffrey Baildon was Cat Weasel, and of course he was the Crowman in Wuzzle Gummidge as well. Yeah, John Pertwee. The episode I watched yesterday had it was Wuzzle's trial, so all the other scarecrows were called in to be the jury. So the only options I had was to find him guilty or very guilty. He was found very guilty. Has he got it, Hugh? What's that? Has he got what? Jeffrey Baildon. Yes, he has got it, yep. He got it yesterday, I think. Jeffrey Baildon he also had he played the prison governor in the movie version of Porridge. So he did. Yeah, this is the first ever gaming trackball mouse. There's a video on it on YouTube. So this is a scratch match, race to 7. We'll see if Larry's got himself dialed in with his new mouse. That needs to get away from the 9 ball. Now he needs the angle. That looks too straight. Yep, he's can pinch an angle, so loads of right hand English around the corner. Watch you don't scratch on the side. Like that. He's got away with that one. This mouse is, I mean, some of the videos on YouTube about that mouse are more than 4 years old, so this mouse it's been in development for a few years. I think, oh dear. Well, 5 balls hanging. That's Larry's chance come and gone. Another result in. Jesdev beats Pie 7 racks to 1. I think there's a pro version of it. I think there's 2 versions of that mouse. Well, either that or they were developing one thing and then they changed it to another. I can't remember. But it probably doesn't look dissimilar to the trackball mouse that Larry, the Logitech one that Larry said he had. It doesn't look an awful lot different. So Larry's chance of a good start there, blowing on that 5 ball, left himself a higher cut than he really would have liked for comfort. And that's caught him out. Now he just has to hope that Spectre Don doesn't get his brake working. Well, Hazard was telling me the other day that I think he's up in sticks and heading over to Spain permanently. I think that's very imminent. That's what he's going to be doing. And Spectre Dawn has the 7 ball in the break. Thin cut in the 1. Just got to keep the cue ball out on the table somewhere in the middle for the cut in the 2. And the 9 ball's going in as well. So that's the end of that rack. 2-0. So already that one mistake on the 5 ball has cost Larry 2 racks. This 1 ball will cut past the 6. And the cue ball will probably be going near or behind the 8 ball. And it should be 3-0. Costly mistakes at this level. Well, I think from what I heard on the snooker today, John Higgins has got a head therapist that he's working with now for his snooker game. I think he's got one of these sports psychologists involved with him now. But he's through to the semi-final. Took care of Mark Allen this afternoon. That needs to go a wee bit higher. So, one mistake on that 5 ball has now cost Larry 3 racks. I think Stubbs beyond help. Now this might be dry. Now Larry's going to have to dig in here because he wants to come up above that left side pocket and get onto that too. So he's got to make sure he's avoiding a scratch. This might be a bit tight. This is a bit dangerous, this shot. Yeah, he's avoided it though. And now he's going to have to go 2 rails here. He's got too high an angle, I think. Back across the table for the 3. Needs to keep going. Right, now, how does he deal with the 4 ball? Because there's no way that set is a half decent combo. Now he could try coming down the left side and getting tight on the short side of that 4. I think that's what he might be trying to do. But again, he didn't really put an awful lot of English on that at all to do that. But he's been caught out again. He certainly didn't have enough English on it if that's what he was trying to do. Because it kept far too straight a line. And now the billiard is definitely a possibility here. That's sitting pretty good for a billiard off that 4 onto the 7. I think that's a very good billiard. Yeah, he tried it. Now, how do you keep this safe, Larry? Do you try and get back across dangerously close to that 7 ball? Needs to keep rolling to the rail, but it's bounced. and he can get to the cut. So 4-0 unless something disastrous happens. Well, it's going to need one of these Larry comebacks, but he's got to get control of the table, and he's got to stop making these unforced errors. He's made 2 of them. The first one cost him 3 racks. Well, this is just go forward and back up the table, up to the middle pocket. Oh, he's spinning around and out. He's getting fancy. Well, he'll probably do the same the other way. Come around behind the 9 and around the corner. Or is he going to catch me out and go forward this time? Yes, he's checked it up. But it doesn't matter. It's 4-0. So Roy Hodgson was apparently going to a meeting where he was going to get sacked, and then he took ill. Is that the story? I think that was the story, wasn't it? Roy Hodgson was about to go to a board meeting at the club where they were going to hand him his cards. Well, they could send him a get well soon card along with his cards while he's in hospital. Inspector Don off and running again. 8 ball in the break. 2 ball very handy. 3 ball handy. Everything's open. It's 5-0. Well, so far Larry's had a couple of shots with his new trackball mouse. It's let him down twice. Now he's got too much angle on the 5, I think, to drop through. He could be dropping through for into the side though, like that. He needs to drop through far enough again though. And that's perfect. That is perfect. He can stun it down. Well, he didn't actually get into it enough, but he should be fine. So, the first error cost him 3 racks, the second error's costing him 2, and count. It might cost him the match. Another ball in the break. I think it was a 5, top right. 1 ball wide open. 2 ball up the table. Loads of room. Back down for the 3. And 4 is handy to get onto the 6. Drop through for the 7 into the top left once the 2 ball goes out the way. So once again, where's this going to go wrong? Now this is Albinario territory here. This is Albinario territory for a dodgy cut in the 3. But in it goes. I'm never going to let Albinario forget about that 6 ball. I still say he lost his bottle. Don't care what anybody else says. He lost his bottle, and it cost him the one loss side trying to survive the tournament. And talk about survival, Larry's going to need an almighty comeback here if he can get back to the table. If he's going to survive. So 3 and 3 it's cost you, Larry, with those two mistakes. Another ball in the break. The one ball again is on, and it's sayonara. And all the other analogies you want to use.
Hasta la vista, baby.
You said it, Arnie. Well, Larry ain't coming back for this, I'll tell you that. He is gone. And that is the cold reality of making two mistakes against Spectre Dawn in a race to 7. That's it in black and white. 2 mistakes, 3 racks and 4 racks. It's cost Larry those 2 errors. Because if Spectre Dawn gets his brake working, you're dead and buried. Well, at least Larry's going to get some more practice on the one loss side. So 7-0 to Spectre Dawn. Costly mistakes from Larry. Very costly. So Semi-Pro and Bankster's underway. Bankster's 5-0 up against Semi-Pro. Well, this could be a big turnaround. We've got Coldest Pillow 2-1 up against Jezdev. Stefan 2 apiece with Tommy. And Spectre Dawn having just gone through. So we're going to have to go in and see whether we can jinx Bankster. This is a bit tricky, but I don't know whether he can get the cue ball away from there. Well, he's going to be in trouble in a second. Well, it was execution errors that Steve would say. He missed 2 balls, Larry, in that match, and they cost him 3 racks and 4 racks. That's the brutal reality of it. Still, it's unforced errors and too many. Well, Bankster's going 1, 2, 3 rails, 1, 2, 3, and that's an excellent hit. Okay, he's left a bank, but the odds in getting good in the 3 are fairly slim. But that's an excellent hit by Bankster. But there is a path to get down onto this this 3 ball, believe it or not. If you can avoid the 6 ball, if you can play the bank, you can run this cue ball and come down on the shorter side of this 3 ball. It's got to run though. It hasn't got the legs, but that might still work. Although he's gone to bedhead territory for the cut. But it is on. And now it's an Albinario cut on the 4 ball. Up and down again. Or is he going to try and nursemaid this in? And in it goes. And it's another Albinario cut. Now that 8 ball could come into play here. Well, not if he's playing it that soft. So Semi-Pro looks as if he's going to get himself into the game. But he won't get into the game doing that, though. He's trying to be cute. And he's gifted a rack. I don't know how many he's gifted Bankster, but Bankster will put this away, I would think. And Popman survives another match on the one-loss side. So Bankster just needs the 7. A gentle 7 and a roll down the rail in the 8 for 6-0. Well, this is a complete contrast to his first match, where Wink at Me was hardly in it. I don't know how the first 4 or 5 racks went in this one, but there's that pattern already tonight. The 2 balls and the 1 isolated one. Bankster's had a ball in the break. What went? The 1 and the 5 have gone. Sorry, the 1 and the 6. Now, this is a bedhead cut. This is a very bedhead cut. And that 4 ball, again, will probably only go into the side. Will he hit it on the way up? It does go into the side, but it doesn't go into the corner. That's always the same outcome there. Well, Semi-Pro took a big risk to try and open things up, and he's got the 4 in play. Now, obviously the 5 ball's going nowhere. He's trying to play for a bump. Or did he play safe? Well, we'll never know. But Bankster's in trouble. Yeah, when that came out, I downloaded it and tried it out. I didn't really like it though. But that's mostly due to me being crap at driving games. Or racing games. Well, Semi-Pro has scratched. And Bankster with ball in hand should be whitewashing Semi-Pro here in the next minute and a half. Well, he could have done with coming back another foot there. But I'll tell you this, the first version was not good at all. The first version of that Dakar rally that came out. So there you go. What a change there. What a contrast in matches. 7-0 to Bankster against Semi-Pro. Not often you'll see that. So Bankster goes through it, waiting on the winner of the Coldest Pillow Jezdev match. Coldest Pillow giving Jezdev 7 and out, but Coldest Pillow 5-1 up. Stefan is 4-2 up against Tommy. Spectre Don lies in wait. Now, on the one lost side, we've got Wink at Me and Larry. Let's get in there. And Larry's already 1-0 up. Oh dear. I have jinxed Larry as soon as I come in the room. Got to keep this cue ball on the table. And that was a nice little jump. Oh dear, Larry. Oh, I think the old eyes are going here. Because that was a bad miss there in the 6 ball, and Larry's going right downhill as soon as I get into the room. I have jinxed him big time. And Cold as Pillow does win out against Jez Dev. Comfortable win, 7 racks to 1. But Wink at Me has got the Albinario cut. And that's what happens. Like Albinario, he's overcut it. A stream, what's new, Hugh? Well, Larry's Cowboy Mouse. Larry's trackball mouse is a pile of shit. Like I told you it would be. He played Spectre Dawn in the first round there, was the first round, was it? And Larry missed 1 cut. That cost him 3-0. And then he missed another cut, hung a ball up, and that cost him the remaining 4 racks. That's how that match went. Oh, he needs more than time. That's not going in. Oh God, I thought that was hanging up as well. But it is 2-0 to Larry. And he's got a ball. And he's going to have a shot. But what was it he missed? Was it the 4? I can't remember what ball he missed there, but he's got an aiming problem at the moment. And that's gone too straight. That's no good. Having to run through the short side. And that's too straight as well, so he's just going to have to leave this at distance. Well, trackball mice are for anything but virtual pool 4. Yeah, there's a difference between a bedhead cut and an albinario cut. There's a distinct difference from a bedhead cut and an albinario cut. Oh dear. And Larry's miles off with that 7 ball. Well, you might see a few now that this gaming trackball mouse is out. But I think something like that's absolutely pointless for a shooter game. It'd be absolutely useless. I can't see the value in them for gaming at all. So Wink at Me gets off and running. And 2 balls going in, 9 balls. Well, I thought the 4 ball was going in, the 9 balls going in. What else went in there? Did 3 go in? No, just, right, so the 8 ball went in and the 9, so they both come back up. And Larry's got no shot. Now, this is one of these little touch shots if he's trying to duck behind the 6. And he's left a cut. He's brought the 1 round into play. And this is going to go 2 rails. Needs to miss a bump here. And he's missed the bump. Now, he could try something crazy like drawing towards the 4 and bumping it, but he doesn't want to hit it too hard if he does that, to try and hold the cue ball there. No, he's got crazy. And he's flipped to 4 on the side, and he's got a shot in the 5. That's how you do it. But he's got trouble ahead. The 8 ball isn't going anywhere there. So Winketme needs to get down to the bottom of the table here. He needs to come back to this bottom end so that he can cut that 6 into the side and get that cue ball running in towards the 8 and 9. And that needs to bounce also so he can get the cue ball. So he's got every chance here of getting a bump. Well, he's got the bump. And he's got the shot. So this to square the match. A cracked ball mouse just feels totally alien with Virtual Pool 4. And you just don't get the feel for a shot, for the weight of a shot. Believe me, I've tried them. Well, Larry to go at the combo. And that 1 ball, I think, is on into the side. It certainly is. 2 balls up top. And he's caught the knuckle. Well, a fine little cut on the 1. The 2 will be available. Oh dear. Larry's overcut it. Now, I think the 8 ball is slightly in the way of the line, is it? Or maybe not. Maybe the diamond, maybe the middle diamond is the shot and he's got it, but the cue ball's going nowhere. It's going to go behind the 5, is it? Yep. Well, that's correct, Popman, but he could still be a lot more. He could still be a lot more reliable if he used a normal mouse. He'd be far more reliable with a normal mouse. So the 5 ball clearly will be the issue because it doesn't go past the 9. He's trying to get below it. And it's not set as a bank either. So big cut up the table. And that's not going to be anywhere near it. Those sort of shots on that 5 ball there, I'm actually quite comfortable with them. And again, I don't spend a lot of time looking at them. I just look at the angle sight it up and then play it. I get quite a few of them. Right, so wink at me on the hill. It's Larry going home early. Wink at me's had a ball. He's going to be really awkward on the one ball. Really awkward. These are horrible. And see shots like that in that 8-ball, Mark. That's just, I think it's just old age. I think it is. It's just a concentration thing. It definitely is. Stefan has gone through against Tommy. 7 racks to 4. I was streaming and actually missed the miss. Did I leave you bad? No. This was an unforgivable miss at 8-ball. Well, that 9-ball just got to the rail, and Larry's in deep doo-doo. Oh, now I'd be having a kick at this 7-ball. I'd be giving this a blast. I'd be giving this a blast off the short rail into that 7. Well, wink at me's decided to bide his time, but has he brought that 7 into play? I think he has. That was really poor. Well, that was I would have had a blast at it anyway, just for the hell of it, but that was a really poor safety by wink at me. He brought the 7 into play. Right, again, for all the latecomers, just a reminder that if you want to get up early on Sunday morning, your time, 9 AM if you're East Coast. Obviously, if you're Central Time or Mountain Time or whatever the hell other time you have in the States, you might have to get up earlier, but we've got the hot seat match for the 10-ball World Championships. Vince says against Spectre Dawn, 2 PM GMT Sunday afternoon. I'll be there for it. Steve will be there. Big match. I expect everybody to show up. And Semi-Pro survives in the 1-loss side. Takes out John Boo. Final rack decider here. And again, a really poor safety from wink at me. Now Larry's got to go through on this 9-ball to try and have some sort of sight in the 2-ball. No, I think they're waiting on the outcome on Sunday. I don't think there's any rush for them to get started. What did Larry do there? Did he fluke the 9-ball or something? I missed that. Looked at the chat. Anyway, Larry's through, but I think wink at me let him out of jail there. So he did. couple of really poor shots by Winkett Meat. Right, so we need a catch-up. We've got results have come in. Bankster and Coldest Pillow are underway. The Coldest Pillow's 3-1 up there in a scratch match. Stefan and Spectre Dawn have just got underway. El Matador and Jezdev are playing. Potman and Tommy's playing. They've just... let's go into that match. Right, so Potman is getting the last two. He's got a wide open table. Now he just needs to stay in that gap between the 8 ball and the 6 ball, and the 7 ball and the 6 ball. And he'll have a good line on the 4 ball to get the cue ball out onto the 6. I need to find out what's happening in the snooker. Quest. Discovery Plus I need to go to and then choose Sport. Sports. Because Luca Brissell's playing tonight. He's playing Martin O'Donnell. Let's have a look, see what's happening. Brissell is 2 frames to 1 up. First to 5. O'Donnell at the table. Well, they just started frame number 4, so that's the first red in colour, I think, just went down. Right, where's Potman got himself to? Well, he can pinch a wee bit on this 8 ball if he wants to and go forward and around and out up the table. So it should be first blood to Potman. And Jezdev has gone home. El Matador has taken him out in the final rack. What's the cue ball? Well, it's gone in the other pocket instead. I think a ball kept the cue ball from scratching, but knocked it straight across into the other corner pocket. So Tommy has a free go here. Now straight away, he's gone a wee bit funny here on this 3 ball. This is not where you want to be. But he had a decent line, but he's overcooked it. Overcooked that big time. Well, Potman could jump this 9 and 7. There's a possibility of the scratch, although it looks as if it's catching the point. I don't think I've seen that boy playing, that boy Moody. Right, well, he's got to play. Let me have a look. I mean, he can't cut this. He's got to go 2 rails. I mean, you cut it, go 2 rails back across for the 7. I think you can do that. Or does it go there? Oh, it goes, I never even noticed. It goes past the 9. So it does just enough room past the 9. Right, so can he stun past the 9 and come around? Is he trying to hold it for the other side pocket? Yeah, he's gone into no man's land a wee bit though. But of course, Potman in last 2 only needed the 8 ball for a 2-0 lead. Oh, the cue ball's getting kicked in by the 6 this time. And the 8 ball's gone, the 3 ball's gone. Ball in hand to Tommy. He's going to have to just roll through, leave this up top left. And he could go forward or try and hold it for the side. Now, plenty of room for the 5 ball. Where is he? Hit it? Yeah. So Tommy's going to be off the mark. Now, I was just thinking. I was thinking about these leagues. We run the league on a Saturday night. I'm trying to think, is there not a Saturday night, a Saturday afternoon, to be honest with you. I'm thinking, why doesn't Steve do a league? Look, again, the vast majority, the most time that the VP4 lobby's busy is still peak time over here, isn't it? I was thinking, you know, these people that can't join the league because of the start time, you know, you could do a league that was a more reasonable time for those guys, but then again, I just don't think there's enough interest from people in those other time zones, or you know, you need to do a bit of fishing around to find out if anybody would actually be more interested in them if they were at a more comfortable time for their time zones. And in that case, then why not have 2 leagues? Would that be worth even trying? Even if it was just a sort of numpty league. Yeah, I doubt it as well. Has anybody showed any interest in semi-pro's idea? I haven't checked the. That's the thing I haven't done today. I haven't had a look at the forum to see if I need to tidy out another bunch of names, which I did yesterday. There was about another 20 or 30 names I had to kill on the forum. I'm just thinking, you know, how do you pay this? Do you have to then? How's semi-pro intending to gather this $1,000 entry fee? That's the bit I don't understand. The only way that you can the way I see it, the only way you can pay $1,000 entry fee is to pay it all to semi-pro, and that is you buy $1,000. It costs you $10 to buy him $1,000, and you buy it as a gift for him, and he holds that in his account. But then the other question is how does that get paid out? That's the bit I don't understand about the whole thing. That's what I said. It needs to be explained a lot clearer. It has to be. It has to be done plain and simple, so every numpty can understand, including myself. Now this. Well, he played the billiard. That 3 balls going dead. I'm talking about the Solaris Forum Slim, which has been there since year 1. It's been there since VP3. And like I said, if anybody goes to www.solaris.com and wants to join that forum, you need to register it with your virtual pool 4 name or I'll delete you. Well, it's still there. And as I said, the reason it doesn't get used is because there's no link for it in Virtual Pool 4, so nobody knows it's there. Watch the cue ball. And Tommy will be all square here in a minute. Nine ball into the side. So 2 apiece. And I think the cue ball's gone south there. Cue ball into the side pocket. Ball in hand for Potman. 1 and 2 ball, not a problem. 4 ball is a problem. But the 4 ball does go from that short side. So this is what Potman has to work out. How can he get that? How can he get on that 3 ball where he can get into the short side of this 4 and risk scratching trying to do it as well? Or is he going to play a bump and try and hopefully get it on the 2? Well, that's now made it much better in terms of the 4 ball now goes into both corner pockets. Now if he plays a little dink and comes through to here and doesn't try and get over ambitious, he might be able to cut that in the side and go up table and come back down for the 4. Oh, he's going to scratch. Oh! Well, this isn't going to be any good. A 3-7 combo. And the 7 is fluked. And Semi-Pro survives again. He's taken out El Matador. 4 racks to 1. And Potman. I say Potman should be getting himself 1 away from taking out Tommy. He's gone a bit straight in this 4 though. No, he's got a nice angle. I thought he's a bit straight. He's fine. Now he just needs to play a stun here and get up high enough. Doesn't want to be straight though. Well, I think he's got to go forward with a bit of right to try and get it around the angles. Or he can just come straight back, I think. Yeah, he can. That'll work. So the question we're asking is, who's going to stop not semi-pro, Spectre Dawn tonight again, defending his title once again? That's a good shot by Tommy. What the hell happened to Potman? How did Potman end up not being at the table? Oh, hang on a minute. Tommy's trying to get too cute. Oh, that's a big boo-boo. Oh, Potman off the hook there, big time. Big sellout by Tommy. Welcome to Vertical Liquid. Well, Tommy, you should do what I do. Whenever you've set your mouse in VP4, in case anything happens, I take a photograph on my phone of my settings, and then I'll never need to remember them. I've got a photograph on my phone of my settings. So if I ever have to do a clean install of VP4, I don't have to think about it. I just have a quick look at the picture. That's German for is crushed. My old laptop is crushed. That's partial German and English at the same time. No, I just take a screenshot on my, well, not a screenshot, I just take a picture of my monitor. That's a lot simpler. And Coldest Pillow marches on. 7 racks to 3 win for him. Getting good practice in for tomorrow afternoon's Winter League Week 5. Autocorrect bullshit. Welcome to VP Munster. Uh-oh. Now, this is a tricky little shot. This is where you need to have a normal mouse and be brave enough to play the little dink and drop behind the 5. A trackball mouse is no use for this. You've got to have a good dialed out. Oh, no, well, you've got to hit the ball as well. VPM, aka LCS. Well, you've got a 1 in 3 chance of guessing as to what team you're playing. Well, Tommy needs to get decent on the 6. Now, let's have a look at this 7. Yeah, you can get to the 7, or can you? Can you get to? I think the problem with the 7 is getting to the potting angle. I'm not convinced that you can. I don't know that that'll work. He's trying to tweak this. Yeah, he's got it, but that was always a problem getting out of there with the 9 ball in there. Well, what do you do here? I mean, you can see a feather edge of the 8. All he's going to do is run up the table and leave a shot in the 8 ball into this corner pocket here. Doing that, he's going to have to give this a smack. and just hope. He could billiard the 9 in. Although that line he's taken looks a bit... yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, well, there you go, pot man. There's your gift to survive. The pot man goes through by 4 racks to 2. Right, let's have a catch up here, see what's happening. We've got Coldest Pillow through to what I think is the hot seat match. Yeah, he's in the hot seat match. See who gets the final. And at the moment, Spectre Dawn is 4-2 up against Stefan. What else have we got in the one-loss side? Not a lot happening there at the moment until some losers come through. So we'll go in and we'll join this match with Spectre Dawn. That's the thing. Did anybody ask if did Paul manage to sort out another team member? Assuming he did get rid of Hazard. Or is that what's the name of that guy that he said was ill last week? Is he coming back in maybe? Plectus or whatever the hell his name is. What was his name? Something like that. Maybe he's going to put him back in. Or did he get Rosen? Unlucky Tommy. Oh, the yawn had started. What time is it? There you go. It's about 8:30. That's when it starts kicking in. It's downhill all the way from here on in. And Spectre Dawn looks as if he's giving short shrift here to Stefan. So we're going to have a hot seat match with Coldest Pillow and Spectre Dawn. So Coldest Pillow's got a big task in his hands. Oh well, so he's got his team set up then. So Spectre Dawn is unstoppable at the moment. But Coldest Pillow will be getting a handicap. Is he going to be getting any use of it though? That's the question. So now we have Semi-Pro and Stefan just about to start. Larry's playing Potman. And Potman's getting a 7 ball. Right, let's go in and we'll catch that, and then we'll go in and we'll watch the rest of the hot seat match once this is over. And Potman has got a decent enough table here that provided he just minds what he's doing, he should be out. I mean, if he leaves that 3 ball into the side, he would hopefully just have a roll through for the 4 into the other side. This is it's got to go up top. Problem is though, he's stuck himself to the rail. So now doing that, you've immediately limited what you can do with the cue ball. So if he rolls this up table, oh, he's playing it into the side. Well, that was not bad, the fact that he was managing to still hold for a cut and a 4. Very tight into the side pocket. But it was a good table to get out on. This just needs to go forward and out. So, again, big draw. Got to get the line right. And he's got, I think, the right angle. In fact, he's slightly the wrong angle, but it doesn't matter. He can go forward, let it run out. So Popman's chance came and went very quickly there, but it really should have been his rack. Didn't get himself good on the 3. Larry's got a ball, and that cue ball's just rolling nicely for the 1. Now, here's a touchy little shot, just a gentle roll in, and he can roll out 2 or 3 inches, and that's perfect. Now, did you want to try and force this in and come around and out for the 3 into the same pocket? No, he's playing it safe. And he's got himself slightly awkward though, doing that. Now he's heading up country with this 3 into the side. And now he's almost back under control here. And now he's good. So just back the way I would assume. I had an angle to spin out, so 2-0 to Larry. I've been watching, I said the other night there, I was watching, I started watching Scarface. I've been watching it in bits and bobs when I've had time. And at the moment I'm up as far as the part where he marries her. So I've just seen the wedding. Well, a poor 1 ball there by Larry. So I'm still to see the rest of it. Well, that film's been out for over, what, 40 years, and I'd never seen it. Popman's overcut. And Larry will be going for the bedhead cut here. 1 ball's comfortably off the rail. It just needs to either keep rolling or slow up. But the 4 ball, well isolated, so nothing to hinder the 4 ball. So he's bound to have a shot of some description. And again, that should be decent enough. Let's have a look. What can he do here? Well, he can go forward, come back. He can do whatever he wants here with that angle. This has just gone a bit too far though for comfort. Now he's got to, I think he's got to jack up a bit here. And this is just a little jab into the 7 just to come back. Oh, he's fine. See, and you don't get right behind the shot. I'm looking at it from here and I'm thinking, just a little jab, but the perfect angle just to run it in and come out. This 2D view thing catches me out more often than not. Well, Popman's got it all to do. 3-0 to Larry. And ball going in. I think it was a, what ball was it? Was it the 4? No, it wasn't the 4. What the hell went? Oh, it was a money ball went in, the 7 ball. It comes back up. And that needs to keep running. It needs to keep going. Now, he needs to hope he doesn't hit the 4 ball here because he wants to come back into that gap with the 6 and 7. And he's missed the 4 and that's perfect, I think. That's perfect. You can check the cue ball up a wee bit of right English, just to hold it. Stop it going anywhere near the 7. And he'll also have the angle off the rail to drop below the 5. So this match is over. Although he's gone straight in the 5 ball though. Yeah, he can pinch it, he can stun this up the rail. He can stun that up that way. Now again, Larry's just trying to be too cute with this bloody mouse. You know, he should have played the stun and come up. He's trying to leave a dinky little roll-in 5 and he's hanging them up. And he's giving Popman a lifeline. And it's been a couple of delicate cuts and trying to be too cute there. The match that we saw earlier on, the 2 mistakes that he made against Spectre Dawn were little cut shots along the rail. And then that there was just trying to be dinky and cute with a trackball mouse, which I don't believe you can. You can't execute them reliably. And Popman's back at the table and he shouldn't be. Question is can Popman get onto the 7 ball? Now he should just be rolling down towards the 8 ball here. Well, he didn't want to do that. If he just rolled down towards it, he'd have probably had it into the side a bit more comfortable, but this will have to do it. Well, I say it as I see it. And he's overcut it, and that's that gone, and it's game, set, match. This is the thing, you've just got to be able to execute the chances when you have them. And you can't be getting yourself awkward. I think if he'd done what I said and just rolled down and ran into the 8 ball, he would have been a much better line than that 7 ball into the side. And as it is, it's hasta la vista to Popman. And so we'll give that to Larry. And we'll get over and have a look at this hot seat match and see how things are going. Oh, if I can get into the bloody thing. Shit. Where the hell are we with this damn bracket? Right, let's get in. So we're 1 apiece. Coldest Pillow's getting the 8 ball. And bang goes another combo. And it's 2-1. So Coldest Pillow's break is dry and the 1 ball is on. Now I think he's got to cut this in, and if this was me I'd be cutting this in with a bit of right English, so I would go that way and open up the shot in the 2 ball up table. It doesn't go into the side, but he's came the other side, and that's good enough. That's good enough up table into the other corner pocket. Now, can you do a little dink here? Just holding it. That'll do it. Now he just needs to make sure he's well away from the 7 ball if he's playing the 5 into the other side. Yeah, not interfering with the 7 ball on the other side of it. It came inside of it, and that takes the 7 ball out of the equation. Well, the biggest mistake you can ever do against Spectre Dawn in these matches is let him have the break. Because right now, Cold as Pillows looking at him tying the match up here at 2 apiece, but what's it going to be by the time Spectre Dawn's finished? And Semi-Pro takes out Stefan. So Semi-Pro is doing it the hard way tonight. A 4-2 win. And this is dry. So Cold as Pillow has a 3-ball combo, whatever way he chooses here. And the 1-3 combo looks the best one because that 4-ball makes the pocket slightly bigger. But then again, will you have any sort of shot in the 1 ball though? Now, this needs a little billiard off the 1 onto the 4. Very gentle. Very gentle, because you end up hooked here. And that'll do. Now you've just got to get the bump in the 6 and hope you get a shot in the 2. Or you hook him. One of the 2. Well, Bill would be out with the jump stick and would be over this 6 ball and cutting that 1 in. Because he hasn't got the cue ball tight to the 6. Bill would jump this. And not semi-pro, Spectre Dawn is jumping it, and that's why you've got to get these cue balls tighter to the object ball when you're playing the hook. So there's a lesson to be learned there for Cold as Pillow. When you're that close to the object ball that you're pushing up table and you're playing the kill shot, you've got to be playing the kill shot to get the cue ball tight to that 6 ball. Because if you don't, players like Bill and Spectre Dawn are just going to dig out the jump stick and go over it. And the cue ball's gone. Oh! Wow. I mean, that's did everything but drop in the pocket. Look at where it's sitting. And he's still got a shot in the 5. Right. Take care. See you later. Thanks for joining us. Well, this is tight, this 6 ball. It's tightish. So it needs to be caught clean and sharp. Which he's done, and everything's good. Inspector Don is going to be in the lead. So I'll be around before 5 o'clock GMT tomorrow. And we'll be dropping in on the matches when they start, touring through the league matches. And this looks dry. Now this 5 ball could get anywhere. I mean, the cue ball looks as if it should be going through the gap here if he's playing the cut in the 1. No, he's trying to duck for cover, but he's got a touch like a sledgehammer, because that cue ball should not have been travelling that distance there. And in actual fact, he's left a shot in the 1, which is an even bigger fail, because if he gets decent in the 2, you can wave bye-bye to this rat called his pillow. 9 balls off the rail. You've got to be more careful, because that was a bit sloppy there as a safety. So if you get slack executing shots, I mean, he had a very decent option there for a nice tidy safety, and it was played sloppily, far too heavy with the cue ball. Cue ball started running, and that's let Spectre Dawn in. Although having said that, he's got a tough 1 in the 5, which he didn't blink an eye and just knocked it in. Top side of the 7. Right, he may well just play it into the bottom corner. He's got choices either way. He's always going to have a shot in the 8. I'll dry again from Spectre Dawn. And the 1 ball doesn't go. Now this is tricky because the 2 balls in the way here, I think. Or is it? Looking at the line. It looks as if it could possibly interfere. No, it's well away from it. How's his luck? Well, at least he can't see all of the 1. And this is a bit tricky with the side that you can see the 1, because you've got to get that. In fact, he's probably going to spin it and kick it. Yeah. Got to hit this full in the face if he can. And that's not bad. He'll settle for that. Well, if you're going to use the 2 ball here, you've got to make sure you're not running into the 5 ball if you're trying to get away. Well, he's comboed the 2. I'm not convinced that he actually played that, but he's got half a shot in the 1. And he needs to get away from the 6. Oh dear. And look at the table. I think he's got himself right on top of the 6 ball, so that's blocking out angles for him. Yeah. Now, what about going 1, 2, 3 and in the gap? Something like that. I think the 6 ball is actually way of that line as well. Yeah. Very good luck with that. So the inevitable is going to happen here. Ball in hand. Run out for a 5-2 lead. And Spectre Dawn will be into yet another final. And we've been playing for, what, an hour and 52 minutes. Little stunning in the 5, back out for the 6 into the bottom corner, or he could come back, try and play it the side. So we'll give this rack to Spectre Dawn. Let's have a look and see what's happening. Bankster is 2-1 up against Larry. Bankster getting the 8 ball. Semi-pro line and weight. And Spectre Dawn with a 3 rack lead and the break. Coldest Pillow might have played his last shot. And the ball's gone in. 1 ball's gone in as well. 2 balls in play. He can let's have a look. Yeah, he can force this in and stun a in fact, he can go forward, he can come around. He's got enough angle that he can work with. That he's got himself below the 3. Now again, the shot to play would be to stun it across into that little gap. That's perfect. Well, he's not getting to that enough. And this has gone dodgy. Very dodgy. Oh, this is a tight cut, this 5 ball. And he's just hoping to keep a sight on the 6. And it's a bedhead cut in the 6. Avoid the scratch, which he has done. 8 ball into the side, 9 ball into the corner, or whatever corner he chooses. Spectre Dawn's on the hill. And I think that's at least the 3rd dry break from Spectre Dawn. And Coldest Pillows hampered right over. I think that's a 6 ball. 1 ball cuts, but it's so much more difficult doing it this way. Yeah, very easy to overcut it. He could have been playing a safe there for all I know, because he's got the cover. Good hit. How's the run out? Well, again, it's. Oh, in fact, he actually fouled. I never noticed that he'd fouled, but it's ball in hand to vertical liquid. Yeah, he's got to. I think he's got to play this into the corner there and just come around. Or go forward to the rail and back out. Oh, he's managing to hold it. Right, now, where do you go here? I mean, the 3-ball can go into the bottom corner if you're just dinking across. Or you can dink up the table. But you need to get well away from that 6-ball if you're doing that. He's got in the gap. And now he's going to have to work the cue ball to hold for the 4. And he hasn't got there. He's hooked. Well, that's what happens when you're just not in control of the cue ball. You're just not getting that right line. You end up having to work the cue ball. And sooner or later, you're going to end up in trouble. Well, he's got the jump, got the hit. Good result. Battling to survive here, Coldest Pillow. Well, the 7-ball goes into the side, so you just let it roll out. Got to let it roll further than that, though. You've got to let it roll a lot further than that. If you'd rolled through to here, you'd have been laughing. And now he's in the 50-yard line. And that's a good recovery. How's the cue ball? It misses the 8. He's got the cut. Well, it's been a struggle. But just the 9-ball will keep him in the match. No, tell a lie, I forgot about the handicap. He only needed 8. Quick look and see how Bankster and Larry are doing. Well, Larry's on the hill. He's 3-2 in front now. Semi-pro line and weight. Coldest Pillow, meanwhile, has got a couple of balls in the break. And he's going to have a dodgy shot in the 3, whatever happens here. And he's hung the 2. And that is it, I think. Now, out into the table, up to about at least here. For a comfortable cut in the 3. Oh no, he's absolutely all over the place with that shot. That was terrible. So he's just cutting the 3 along to the 5, bringing the cue ball down this sort of side, or at least he should be. Well, that's not much. Well, I think it might be. No, there's an edge, and this will cut. He's got to go for it. He's got to go for it. He can't try and get cute here. He's got to play the thin cut. Now he needs to hope the cue ball rolls dead like that. He's hanging on by his fingernails here, Coldest Pillow. And again, I think he's got to go for this. I don't think he's going to try and play anything sort of safe. He's got to play the cut in this 3. I mean, it's last chance saloon every shot he's got here. Even if he's got half a shot, he should be going for it. And that's again. Oh, now has it got the legs? Has it got the legs? Cue ball needs to go out of the way though. Well, that definitely is it. And Larry survives, so he's off to play semi-pro. And Coldest Pillow looks as if he's going to be over to the semi-final match, waiting on the winner of that match that we'll jump into as soon as this is done. Well, I think he'll just roll through here, won't he? Yeah. So, just through the other side, 8 ball into the other side pocket. So there we go. Spectre Dawn into yet another final. And now it's the battle of survival on the one-loss side. So let's get into the Larry semi-pro match if we can get into the room. We're still in the first rack. Larry at the table. No handicap. Needs to miss the 7. And of course, looking at the 7, he's really got to be getting himself decent on this 6 ball when he pots the 5. Oh dear, he's done it again. Playing the stun shot. And he's hung the 3. And it always seems to happen when I come into the room. That's twice or 3 times Larry's been caught out like that. Semi-pro kicks it in. And semi-pro is going to have the problem that Larry was hoping to have. Well, he really wanted to be getting himself straight on this 6. But he can dink it in and still have a decent line, I think. I think he can just dink this in. Well, that's not bad for the 7-9. But this is another one that's got away from Larry. Well, the ball has gone in. What was it that went? 4 ball is gone. Now, a little dink through and use the 9 ball, is it? Is that too tricky to play? I don't see a problem with it. Well, he's going to play the push out instead, but I don't see a problem with just dinking that softly and using the 9 ball for cover. I think if you just hit this soft, yeah, like that, well, that's a touch of a sledgehammer there. That was awful. You've got to have a much gentler touch than that. So, the question is, Larry plays the combo. Well, he's played it. I thought he was going to cut the 1 into the 7. And that's all gone wrong. 7 ball still hanging over the pocket. So it's going to be 2-0 to semi-pro. I've no doubt about that. I haven't a clue what semi-pro's talking about. Bit straight, maybe in the 6th ball. Very slight angle, and you can pinch a bit more if you need to. This isn't a problem. Well, he's left it. I think he could have got higher up than that. It's off the rail. So as usual, Larry's leaving himself in trouble. But not many racks to play with. That's the problem in the one-loss side, thinking it's over. Six ball in. Shot in the 1 ball, but not a gimme. Well, he found a little gap behind the 8 and 9. Now he's good to go, although again he's in trouble where the cue ball stuck. Yeah, big dig in. Watch the cue ball though. Oh! Well, he's dicing with death. Right, I'm going for a catch up, see what's happening in the snooker. Well, it's three frames all. We look at Vassell and Martin O'Donnell. Vassell looks as if he's going to go into the lead though. But he's still, look at Vassell, still trailing by 10 points for the last, I think the last 3 reds in the table. No, there's one up the table in bulk as well, so he's still got work to do to win this frame. And meanwhile, talking about having work to do, Larry might not have any shots to do anything here. Semi-pro about to whitewash Larry and send him home. Well, Vassell played the black ball there with a stun to break the second last red from behind the pink, but he's landed right on top of the red with no shot. So the frame is still in the balance. So semi-pro goes through to a semi-final match with Coldest Pillow with that 4-0 win over Larry. And we'll wait in this room going up. In fact, it's already up. Semi-pro's already in. And that's what, 2 hours and 10 minutes. And we've got a semi-final match. I'm for a lie back here. Semi-pro on the right. Coldest Pillow getting the 8 ball. That's way short from semi-pro. Way short. So straight off the bat here, Coldest Pillow. Hope for a decent break. There's that pattern with 3 balls. And the cue ball's gone. Right, I think that ball's loose though, is it? Yeah, the 2 balls loose this time, so it goes into the corner and the side pocket. Well, after that break, it might well be it might well be a 4-0 whitewash Coldest Pillow. Well, that's not good. He stuck himself to the rail. He's the wrong angle in the 3. But all he has to do is get a half decent shot in the 7, which that is, although at distance. Oh, I always want to nod off at this time. No, Larry, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. We'll call that teething problems. So Coldest Pillow won the lag, had the break, scratched, and it's 1-0 to semi-pro. And that 1 ball is going to get nudged in there. And a shot in the 2, 3 ball wide open. And the only lifesaver here for Coldest Pillow is the 8 ball, which again is sitting in the ugliest place in the table. Because that is all but frozen to the rail. It's half a millimetre off the rail, and that's just still ugly no matter how you look at it. And he's played the bump off the 3, or off the 8, using the 3 to get the 8 into open, which was a wise move, because there was no way you wanted to be playing for that 8 ball where it was sitting. And now everything is good. So Coldest Pillow could well be just getting 2 shots in this match, getting a lag and a break. Yeah, get the taxi ordered, Coldest Pillow. Well, just think about Larry. I mean, Larry played against Spectre Dawn. He made 2 mistakes in that first match. And the 2 mistakes, the first one cost him 3 racks, and the second mistake cost him 4. And it was bye-bye Larry to the 1-loss side. That's how tough it gets. So the mistake you've made in this match, Coldest Pillow, is you won the lag. That was the biggest mistake you made tonight. Yeah, but you've come out in a profit. That's the major objective. Get out with more money than what you had when you went in. And then it's a success. You've achieved something. Semi-pros had a ball again in the break. I don't know what one it was, but he's got no shot in the 1. Unless he wants to cut back, bank it into the side, which might be well worth a go. I think he'll be playing for that, I would think. It looks a decent enough opportunity from here, but I haven't got up to it. I can't be bothered going up to have a look. Oh no, he's playing the cut on to the 8. Well, here's your chance, Coldest Pillow. Just got to make sure you stay in the gap for the 3. Well, he's decided to get the cue ball down, and he's got there. So Coldest Pillow just needs to get to that 8 ball. Now this one, well, this is get yourself in behind the 6 if you can, which he's managed to do. Big draw in behind the 6. And just jack up for a, well, he's going forward. Jack up and kill it or come back, whatever. Quick look at the 8 ball. It's off the rail. Well, is the match going to turn on its head? Now this time, Coldest Pillow needs to get the brake sorted out. Cue ball running loose again. But he's got a couple of balls. No shot in the 1. Because that's not a great bank in my eyes. Then again, I'm useless at banking. I don't think it's a good bank. Yeah. Well, at least he's going to have to pot the 1 and try and get this cue ball back up the table to play that 3-8 combo. Unless he's quite happy dropping below it like that. I mean, the 5 ball in the open, it's all on the 3. 3 goes in, the rack's over, semi-pros in the hill. And what the hell match was that? That's just finished. I think Matt, the Scottish guy, McGill's just get beat there. I think I'm not sure what the. I was too busy looking at the match here, and I just caught the end of another match in the snooker. One of the other quarter-final matches had just finished there. I don't know whether Anthony McGill won or lost it. I just saw them shaking hands. Well, you don't expect him to miss this. He lost 5-0, did he? Who was he playing? I didn't quite catch who it was he was playing there. Well, Gary Wilson, Right, well, semi-pro has got a ball. The 3 ball is gone. He's on the 1, a cut in the 1, across the other side for the 2 into the same pocket. Oh, he's overcut that too soon, but he's used all the pocket that's gone in. Or undercut that, I should say. Cut it to the rail a lot sooner than he maybe intended to. Now this is a tricky one. This 4 ball's right in the pocket, and the 6 ball's interfering with play here. And now he's gone really funny. So it's a little dinky cut around the corner and the up table for the 6 into the corner. That cue ball's running big time. Right, now what's happening in that other match with Luca Bussell? Let me have a look. What the hell's the score? And, well, this match is over. Little drop down for the 9. So semi-pro has got a match up with Spectre Dawn. And Coldest Pillow has gone home. But he's come out with a profit. So well done for that. Good practice for tomorrow for week 5 of the league. So let's have a look. And we'll see that Coldest Pillow comes out with 250. Less his 150 entry fee, so he's made $100 profit. And we now have tonight's final, and it's only 9:20, which is good for me because I get to my bed earlier. No doubt Spectre Don won't be in a rush to get into the room. He never is. I'll have another quick drink. Oh, he's in a lot quicker than normal. So here we go, race to 9. Now, no handicap, scratch match. Spectre Don on the right. This is going to be close, but he's won it. So off we go. And there's that pattern with the 3 balls. How many times that we've seen that tonight? At least 4 times. It's so bloody frustrating. Well, that's a pretty good touch. 2 ball gone in the break. Although there's an outside edge of that 1 ball showing. Got to be a feather edge touch on this 1 ball. Like that. That's absolutely perfect. That is superb. And that's got Spectre Don in a heap of trouble. 5 balls blocking the line. Don't tell me there's a feather edge on the other side of this 1 ball, is there? No, there isn't. You can't get to that. Well, he's trying to jump and catch the edge of this 1. He's actually caught it. That was excellent. He scratched. So, now we have to look up top here and decide that the 8 ball again, as usual, doesn't go into the corner. Oh, that's tight, but it does go into the side. It does go into the side. It's actually sitting right on top of that 9 ball. Oh dear, yawning's going again. Oh. I went to my bed last night at 9:15. It may well if he plays the well. He could be as he getting. I don't know whether because I haven't round, but he might have an angle to bump the 9 and let me have a look if we can get round quick enough. No, he's the wrong side of the 6. So that 8 definitely goes into the side. It's very, very tight. And he's trying to get around behind it here, I think. And although he's looking at it into the side instead, this 7 ball. To me, the shot is up into the corner and around behind it. That looks an easier shot than this. And that cue ball's tracking towards the pocket. That's gone. That is gone, is it? No. Yes. There you go. Right, well, it does go into the side. It definitely is. It's the clean side of the 9 ball. Now, what the hell Spectre Don doing? It goes in, no problem. Commentator's eye. Well, this time Spectre Don's committed a cardinal sin. He's won the rack, promptly scratched the break, and the 2-9 ball combo was sitting on for semi-pro, so a quick equaliser. That 4 ball should be spinning as well. So it's going to be a quick lead here as well for semi-pro. 3 balls out in the open. So this is just a matter of fact that it's going to be 2-1. Semi-pros break, dry, reverse bank for Spectre Don if he fancies it. Cut back bank, or whatever way you want to call it. Semi-pro going to take the bait here for the bank. He might be, is he? Oh, that's ended up good. It's ended up good. Now, if he was going to kick this up and down, he's going to be hampered right on top of that 3 ball to try and play that shot. He could be digging out the jump stick, try and cut it up the table. Yeah, I think he is. That's did everything but go in there. It was tough enough as it was. So, looking ahead, there's a couple of problems to deal with here. Getting out of there where the 2 ball is, and well, he's decided to bump the 4. He's got it out of the way. And now I think everything's good as far as the top of the table goes, or this end of the table. Oh, he's actually dead straight in the 3 though. Well, that's not going well. He hasn't gone through with the shot at all. I think he was worried about coming back and hooking himself behind the 9, but he never went through with the shot at all, and that's terrible. It's gone from bad to worse. Semi-pro's got a touch like a sledgehammer there. And this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to be letting Spectre Don back at the table. Although he's going to have to deal with a 6-7 combo, but if he gets half decent in that, that shouldn't be a problem. Let's have a quick look. Well, it's all about judging the pace of this cue ball to get down to this sort of line, anywhere around here. Is he trying to get down on the short side? Yes, he is. The only problem with that is he has to get really short. You know, he's got to get out of there now. And I can't see how he's getting out of there without bumping something. He's got to hope he gets lucky here. Now, if he gets really lucky, he could cut this 6 and just play it sort of plain ball to maybe catch the 8 ball and spin around behind the 7 and out. I think he could end up... Yeah, well, he didn't. He's actually bumped to 7, but I thought he might be able to play off the 8 ball and run out. But now he's got a cut in the 7. He'll take that. Yeah, if he'd got down lower on that 6 ball, he'd have been good. But this is better than nothing. And don't forget, this has come from a really poor safety by semi-pro. Couple of poor shots. And this is going to cost him. Going to be back all square. But how many racks is it going to cost him? So that's 1. Yeah, that's the only sort of regular cowboy tournament I know about. That one that starts about 9:30 my time, or 10:30 when the clocks go forward. What is it? Aye, we're already back now, aren't we? And when they go forward in the spring, then it goes to 10:30 at night for the cowboy tournament. Well, this is again a little tricky cutting the 3 ball. Should have a simple enough shot in the 4 to follow. These are just so easy to just catch that knuckle. Got it clean now, he needs to avoid the 8 ball. Well, that's no good. So semi-pro may well be getting another visit to the table here. Well, is he's going to jump over the edge of the 8. Again, no idea where the cue balls ended up. But that 5 ball will bank. It does go. I'm not interested. Well, there's tight spaces to try and get a cue ball into to try and duck, but you know there's an awful lot of open space here, so it'll maybe just be tip tap till somebody's brave enough to try and do something. Well, he decided he was going for it, and that's going to cost him. Oh dear, has it got the legs? Yes, it just has the legs. I thought he was leaving that short there. He's spinning out to the right for the bottom left corner here for this 8 ball. So the shoe's the other foot now. How much can Semi-Pro make of this chance of getting the break? Maybe putting a couple of racks together here. Open up a bit of a gap. Put Spectre on under pressure. Well, 3 ball goes. And again, it's going to be a stub cut in the 3 ball onto the 6. Got to get the pace and got to have a shot in the 1, which he hasn't. And he's not got the angle to kick it in either. Well, you've got to play to try and get as much of that full in the face as you can. Well, he got it legal. And he's not left it easy. Although he could be nailed to the 8 ball here. If Spectre wants to, he could easily stick him in 8 ball. I mean, the 1 will cut. And he's more than likely going to run into that 9 ball. But he could just as easily push the 1 ball through and stick Semi-Pro right on top of the 8. And he's bumped the 9 ball and it hasn't gone through far enough. So now he's got to what? He's got to have a go at the bank this time. No, he doesn't look as if he's playing the bank. He's playing it too thin for the bank. He's trying to duck. And that's awkward. I think Semi-Pro's going to give this a go. Try and cut this up the rail. And he's played it very well. 2 balls still good. So, very good likelihood here that there's going to be a gap. 4 racks to 2. Oh dear. Right, well that's 2 hours and 40 minutes so far tonight. It's going to be an early finish. Whatever happens. I am barely awake. The Semi-Pro has a little comfort zone. Can he build on it? Don't think so. I think he's dry. And this cue ball should be ducking up behind that 6, 9 and 3. The 1 ball coming back to the short rail. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be ducking up country here. Because there's a perfect line to get up there. Get a bit of spin working. Oh, it's a bit heavy though. It's a bit heavy. And in the end, he's actually left a cut. So, Spectre just misjudging the weight of shot there. I think he was really hoping for a bump into something down here, but he got to play for the more dead weight shot, but that's not come out good. The 2 ball still cuts though. And now he has to get lucky. He has to find the gap without running into traffic, or he's going to be blocked out in this 3 ball. 3 balls in an awkward spot. He's bumped into the 2 balls he didn't want to bump into. And now he's in trouble. Well, once again, a perfect opportunity to nail semi-pro into the 4. I mean, the 3 will pot. But again, you've got to work the cue ball to have a shot in the 4. But the easiest shot is the lock-up shot. But I just don't think Spectre Dawn is reliable at doing that. He's more reliable at doing that than he is trying to play the lock-up. And now he's got a good angle in the 4. Little stun up to the left for this 5 ball into top right. Oh, he might have overcooked it. He's overcooked it big time. Too much juice. And of course, the problem also is the fact that not only is he running away from the 6 ball, it's the fact that the 6 ball doesn't go. So, trying to get cover, well, he's got partial cover. And this is tricky anyway to stop Spectre Dawn having some sort of shot in the 5. Because he can only see 2/3 of the 5 ball, and the 8 ball's interfering with play up table. Well, he had a blast. So here's Spectre Dawn's chance to regain control here, get a rack back, get his break working. So for anybody who's watching who hasn't hit the little notification bell on YouTube, that is, if you want to join us for that hot seat match on Sunday, might be worthwhile doing that now. That way you'll get notifications sent to you to let you know that I've gone live on Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning, depending where you are in the world. But I don't think you want to miss this match with Spectre Dawn and Vinces to see who gets to the final. Get yourself out your bed early Sunday morning if you're in the States. Or stay up a bit later if you're the other side of the world. So Spectre Dawn back to within 1, but now with the break. And he's got a ball. I think we've got a bit of a problem up top though. 9 ball has gone in. And the 8. And he's got a thin cut into the side, but the 2 balls locked away. A really thin cut. I mean, he could end up hitting the 9, and the 9 could hit the 2 and the 3. You don't know what can happen here, but he's had to just play for the pot. And now he can duck for cover. And he's got a line of balls here that he should be getting behind. Well, he's got the cover. And Semi-Pro's caught the edge of the 2. Now how's the cue ball? And that 2 ball's comfortably enough off the rail to get chipped in. Oh, he's decided against it. I think mainly because there was no guarantee you could get yourself back up in decent position in that 3, and that's a good result. That was a wiser shot. And that's not a bad reply from Semi-Pro. Now, how brave is Spectre Dawn going to be here? Is he going to play the billiard? Looks like it. 2 ball. 2 ball onto the 6 ball. Now he's looking at something different. And obviously, when you play the billiard, the 2 balls running up and down the table, you don't know where it's going to end up. In fact, he's played it soft to try and keep some sort of control. Now again, semi-pro should be nailed to the 9. Well, he got the cover. Again, it could have been tighter. And semi-pro trying a fancy little dinky jump. And now it looks as if the gap's going to go back to 2. Tell a lie, it's going to be all square. What am I talking about? My head's gone at this time of night. Had PC problems, that's bad news for Slim. Right, let's have a quick look. I don't know whether I had a look at this earlier on. How many did I say was in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in. I think that's what it says. Dodgy software. Well, little cut into the side, out into the table for the 9 ball, 4 apiece. Well, the rules of Honolulu are simple, cold as pillow. You can pot any ball in the table, but you can't pot it straight into a hole. So the only way you can get a legal shot is by playing a bank, a combo, a carom or a billiard, and the call ball needs to get into the pocket to call. Now the fact is that Steve has taken the automatic post call shot off now for the tournament. So unless it's a non-obvious shot, you're still going to have to make it known what shot you're calling. Oh, what is a Russian download, was it? Well, you don't have to remember, you don't have to use Control C to call. All you need to do is type in the chat and say 7 ball in the corner. That's all you have to do. If you think there's going to be any doubt or debate about the shot, you call 7 ball into the corner, 7 into the side or whatever, and then if it doesn't go in, or if you fluke something else by mistake, then you miss Control M, you miscall it. Inspector Don looks as if he's going to get into the lead here. Well, it was Steve's idea to put it off altogether so that it didn't frustrate you and annoy you that you had to call everything. You know, so what he's hoping is for honesty and fair play to prevail during this tournament. I know if I was playing it, I'd be just typing, 2 ball in the side, something like that. Just that way, it's just as quick doing that as it is hitting Control C and then having to move your mouse, hit the ball that you're calling, hit the pocket that you're calling. It's a lot quicker just to type. 2 ball corner pocket. Little bump on the 2-3 there to free up the 2 ball. That's worked out nice. The Semi-Pro looking for a quick response here. Don't forget, I made that little Honolulu video. I explained the rules in that and showed you how to be creative. The only thing you have to worry about is stub in that tournament. Well, he's left himself dead straight in the 6, so he's going to have to leave the long 7. And I think he's left himself dead straight in it as well, pretty much. Got a slight angle where he can go forward, get back into the table. The problem is the angle was too straight. Thought he was pinching a wee bit there, but there wasn't enough room. So, big turnaround there. What was 5-all is now going to 6-4. Now these, have you signed up for this? I don't know whether Slim's there or whether he's in a tournament now. Have you signed up for this Honolulu Slim? I never looked at I just counted the numbers. I never looked at the names. Because I would have thought, and Bedhead as well, I would have thought that 1 pocket players would be ideal for Honolulu, using their creativity in that. Yeah, I would think Honolulu's a perfect game for a 1 pocket player to play, because you certainly need good creativity in that. Was he? Slim's keen then. He twisted your arm up your back. Well, that could be costly for Semi-Pro. Going to be a 3-rack lead here. So is it going to be 2 back-to-back here for Spectre Dawn? Last week and this week. Oh dear. Well, I thought I was going to get to bed there before 10 o'clock, but it doesn't look like it. But it's still fast for a Friday night 9-ball, although we were, 3 short. So Spectre Dawn doing the Larry break there. And this will be a very quick rack. Boom, bang, in goes the 9. And he'll be on the hill. How's he going to miss this? This has just got to judge the cut on the one onto the 9, and there's a nice gap to give him room to do it. So I would expect him to get this in pretty much all the time. There you go. Inspector Don looks as if he's about to complete the formalities here for a double. And it could be a good warm-up for his big match on Sunday afternoon. Oh, he's overhit that a wee bit. In fact, he's overhit it a bit too much, but 4 balls wide open here. Oh, he's overcut it. And Semi-Pro lives again. That deserved it deserved all of them. Well, the 5 ball does go, but he's going to have to work this cue ball a bit though. Cue ball wants to run away. He's played it well. He's played it very well. This is tight. And he's just offline. He's good to go now. So Semi-Pro's got his chance to get back in this, but he has to have the break working immediately. Crowd trying to cheer Semi-Pro on. Well, the table is good. The unfortunate thing is the break is dry. So, you know what I'm going to say now.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Arnie said it. So up in the middle of the table. This has got to get into a little area here. Now he's either... I don't think he wants to trifle with going right up the table. No, he's leaving a tight one. This is very tight into the side. This is extremely tight. And it goes though. Not a problem. Try to see if we can put Spectre Dawn off. Doesn't look like it though. I'd never have potted that into the side. Well, it's just what, probably not far off getting to 10:05, which is not a bad finish for me on a Friday night. The old VP4 escape route. Nice angle, bump the short rail back up, cut the 9. So 2 in a row for Spectre Dawn. Who's going to stop him? And can Vince stop him on Sunday? So well done to Spectre Dawn. Unlucky to semi-pro. That's how difficult it is to beat. You've got to take every chance you can. So that's it, folks. Don't forget, join us for that match on Sunday if you can. If you can't, it'll be on the playlist very soon after the match is done. I'll add it to the playlist. So until then, I'll bid you good night. And we will see you again soon. Take care. See you later.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Good night, ladies.